Police tell me that victim was waiting for a bus here at the stop on Lynn Street.
The polls have been open for the past 6 hours here in Ohio. Thieves got away with thousands of dollars worth of merchandise at Saks Fifth Avenue downtown. People came together for a common cause to donate items for people affected by Hurricane Harvey. Was at their home. They opened up the app and saw on their surveillance video somebody breaking in. Trying to figure out how this started, we've been able to get a little bit closer to look at the damage. And look, this building is still smoking. The snow is falling. Terry, if you could just look down for a second. What a difference 30 minutes makes. 2 blocks away from where the Ohio River should be, but you can see the river and the village are one and the same. Catherine, Emergency Management now telling us that it was 2 men who were shot and killed. One of the men was found dead in the street. The device that we're talking about is about the size of a remote control. Rod Huber continues to watch as the Ohio River creeps closer and closer to his home here in California. Grabbed while waiting for a bus.
I think it was a situation that went bad.
Dwayne Neal watched it happen. Police tell 9 on your side, Roger Rust forced a woman into his car, drove into Kentucky, where he blew a tire on 471. That's when police say the victim got out of the car and ran into some nearby woods. Officers say Rust ran after the woman and sexually assaulted her. She escaped, flagged down a Campbell County Sheriff's deputy along the highway, and later ID'd Rust out of a photo lineup. He ended up in court today.
A lot of it is situational awareness.
Sally Tepper has been practicing self-defense at NKY Krav Maga for 6 months.
I was tired of being scared of everything, being scared of others, being scared of my surroundings.
She believes self-defense is your best defense against an attacker.
It's very explosive movements and it's very powerful movements. So it's very much of I'm going to inflict as much damage as I can and then get away.
She says best practices are to read your attacker and if you can, run.
If you don't have the option to run, just don't give up. Don't quit. Just fight. That's all you can do is fight.
As for Rust, his case is now with the grand jury.
As far as being peaceful, don't disrespect no woman and fight them and none of that.
We hit a curve and it was like she was born.
Tiffany Stone couldn't hold her in. A few days early and not waiting to get to the hospital, Ember Ray was born a healthy 6.5-pound baby girl.
Once we got in the car, my contractions went from like 10 minutes apart to like back to back.
Tiffany knew she was going into labor. She and her husband, Patrick, were on their way to the hospital, but only made it a few miles.
911, where's your emergency? Hey, my wife just had a baby in the car. We need an ambulance.
Tiffany gave birth in their car. Their 2 young kids were in the back seat.
She had the baby already? Yes. Your wife and the baby are both breathing? Yes, yes.
It wasn't clear if she was actually in labor right away, but then, we got the
It was clear to me, yeah. It was clear to me, I'll just tell you that.
Miami Township Fire and police showed up to help the family and took them to Mercy Anderson Hospital.
The only thing going through my head was I just wanted to make sure she was okay and, that she was breathing fine, and she was doing really good.
A healthy baby and happy family.
She was born on Good Friday, and, it's a really good, happy day today.
Okay, text, what's for dinner tonight?
A lesson learned in texting while driving. A reality check for students at Winton Woods High School.
This is why I don't text and drive.
Students weaved through a course in the school's parking lot.
Text, what's for dinner?
To get a sense of what it feels like to be distracted while driving and its dangers.
It was really hard because I was trying to focus on 2 things at once.
It's an issue AAA continues to harp on. Car crashes are the leading cause of death for teens. AAA says a big factor is distracted driving.
They overestimate the driving ability and underestimate the risk.
AAA instructor Mike Belcour says inexperience along with distraction can become dangerous. AAA released a survey in 2016 saying speeding, distraction, and poor visual scanning are the top 3 deadliest mistakes teens make while driving.
You should never text and drive ever.
Winton Woods senior Layla Adams doesn't text while driving, but she says this course really shows how real the danger is.
Even though you think you're going to do it fast and it'll be a quick second, it turns out you're looking at your phone for more than like 30 seconds in a minute, and that's way too long. It's not worth it.